Dude, I would have been a completely different person, bro. So I kind of just lost my self-control over that. And basically partying like crazy for like a continuous 4 months. Boosted my ego in a very cocky way to a point where I'm a complete douchebag. I fell off self-improvement. Trying to figure this out with no tripod. We just need a pen. Set it up. Whoa, it's kind of dark. Oh, there we go. Hit chest and back this morning. Finished out with a 4-mile run. Gonna dive into the topic of this video, and I'm gonna be explaining the reasons on what happened to me the whole year 2025. Basically gonna go over the reasons why I fell off self-improvement throughout the whole year 2025. When 2025 started last year, February through May, a total of like 3 to 4 months, I was genuinely on self-improvement. I didn't have social media. I was doing the daily good habits like meditation, gratitude journaling. I was lifting, I was running, I was doing Muay Thai. I was doing everything right. Everything you can imagine about self-improvement, everything you know about it, I was doing it. I'm gonna say this with 100% confidence. 100% confidence, dude. I'm not even kidding about this. This was life-changing. During that era, I was the happiest and most fulfilled I've ever been in my whole life. Even though I wasn't even making money, I was still in college. I didn't really have anyone. I had like one social group of friends. That was it. But genuinely, I was developing so much self-respect, so much self-love, and my mental health was the highest it's ever been in my whole life. So throughout the year, I fell off it, right? Throughout the year, I noticed a few changes that I made that made me end up falling off. And a lot of it had to do with fear of missing out. It made me realize how important self-improvement was. I regret the idea of not being on self-improvement for long enough so much. Like, I was only on it for 3 months and my life completely changed. 3 months, 90 days. Imagine if you stay on the same path for a whole year. Dude, I would have been a completely different person, bro. So that's why stepping into 2026, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna take a lot of sacrifice, but it does genuinely get easier as you go on. So I'm a true testimony of how this shit is life-changing, bro. 3 months of it completely changed my life. Now I'm trying to do 12 months, hopefully a lifetime. Completely reinvent yourself, genuinely being happy with yourself. Self-improvement is awesome, dude, and it changed my life for sure. So I'm gonna basically go through the year 2025, each event, the reasons why I fell off. I'm gonna dive into those in depth so you guys don't make the same mistake, and so I can have some clarification so I don't make the same mistake again this year. So Get into reason number one. Reason number one on how I fell out of self-improvement is simply by re-downloading social media. So it was like towards the end of May, start of summer. I had the idea to download Instagram again. I felt complacent. I felt like I did enough self-improvement habits and all that. I felt like I was like ready, you know? And I thought downloading Instagram wouldn't have affected my self-improvement in any way. I thought if I did self-improvement and re-downloaded Instagram, having Instagram wouldn't be a problem, right? Another reason why I downloaded Instagram is related to another reason that I'll go over later in the video, but it's because of girls, bro. You know, I want to look for some girls on IG, man, like an idiot, dude. As soon as I downloaded Instagram, it wasn't that bad. I was using it like a max 5 to 10 minutes a day, so I had pretty good self-control over it. And then obviously later on, you know, I started following more people, and I kind of just lost my self-control over that. And then the time just kept bumping up continuously throughout the year, and it got to a point where I was on Instagram for 2 hours a day. I remember looking at that and I'm like, damn, I really went from being on this shit like not at all to 2 hours a day. I was also trying to stay active on the Instagram. I was staying active. I was trying to post a lot in a way to like funnel people to my YouTube channel, but that honestly, it didn't even work, man. Like that was low-key my cope. This eventually led to me downloading TikTok and making TikToks for a little bit, trying to grow my TikTok account. And I wasted a lot of time doing that too, because I didn't feel any fulfillment from it, and I was just chasing numbers. I was going through other TikToks for inspo, which I genuinely was, you know. I wasn't doom scrolling. I don't do that anymore, fortunately. But still, big waste of time and bad for the mental health. It was not good. Recently thought about it. Even if I were to grow my Instagram and TikTok, I would still not feel the same way I did when I was extremely disciplined and on self-improvement. That is real fun. That is real fulfillment. Social media, you can cope and say all you want. Social media is the biggest distraction that I can name, honestly, at the top of my head. I deleted all the social media apps on my phone. I still have my Instagram account up, but it is off my phone, and I am not going to be active on that shit. I will post like a photo dump every couple months, but that's the only reason why I will use Instagram. Learned my lesson. Not going to happen again. Goodness, bro. Dude, I have never felt an ice bath that cold in my life, bro. I was so bad. I was literally shivering. My body went in shock after being there for like 20 seconds. My body literally like went into like fight or flight mode, like it was about to die or something. Meal prep. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I don't want to freaking Tyler won this shit. I remember he was showing off his food and it just all fell down. Anyways, getting back to the topic of the video, I'm gonna go over the second reason why I completely fell out self-improvement. This one y'all actually seen in my videos. Pretty much the reason is getting into a whole partying phase. I was basically partying like crazy for like a continuous 4 months. This was due because I just cared too much about balance, man, you know? Balance is good, but like I like prioritize balance like in a coping way. But I thought I was in a good spot in my life where I'm able to just let loose a little bit and down a bunch of alcohol. Alcohol is it's poison, bro. Okay, this is gonna be annoying. I ended up accidentally deleting the footage of me talking about this topic. I deleted the whole second half on accident, so just gonna talk about it now for you guys. And by the way, I was only drinking alcohol in Europe, but when I was in Europe and traveling around, it was legal, like Japan, Vietnam, all that. So I was drinking a lot when I was traveling for sure. like I was saying, the party phase is super distracting. I was basically going out partying, like almost, it got to a point where I was going out like once every 2 weeks, almost like once a week. Like, dude, it was really bad. But partying and the whole partying environment is really just a bunch of degenerates, and it's not the place you want to surround yourself with in a type of environment like that. You're not going to meet the right people there. Everyone's drunk, everyone's on drugs. It's just such a distraction, and the hangover the next day is a killer. It's basically a burden in your week that kind of just like sets you back the whole week, because throughout the whole week you're looking forward to partying again, which is a huge distraction, and the party itself is a huge distraction plus a hangover. Overall, it's just a bad thing like to do so often. I love to party, but only when I'm in a good spot in my life, which I'm obviously not right now. So special occasions as a daily lifestyle and doing it pretty like frequently, that's where losers belong, bro, and that's where you're gonna be stuck, settled for life. So don't get into that life, man.
We hustle out of a sense of hopelessness, sort of a desperation. That forget your sidetrack and clap from close feet. I don't sleep, I'm touching with this. Always invitation, we stack chips on me. The you.
Hello out here, I'm still in range, so the gate or go.
Damn, I'm so hungry, bro. Got this burrito from work. Leftovers, man. Holy shit. It's probably so cold and dry. I thought it would have tasted better. It did not taste that good. We're going to talk about the fourth reason why I fell off self-improvement. And this one is no surprise. This one really affected me, actually. This one really took my time. But it's simply just girls. During the party phase that I explained earlier, this is when I got the whole idea talking to girls. Like, the party phase is what definitely influenced it. I've actually cold approached about 100 girls throughout this year, which honestly is such a development for me, and it's really good for me. But that's if you had the right intention. If you had the right intention to actually just be social with everyone and just try to, like, you know, be a social butterfly and try to really connect with the person, like, emotionally and just in a good way. My intentions were to do that, but to also, it's gonna sound bad. I know my parents, I know some of my family members watch this, but I'm about to expose myself right now. The second half of my attention, unfortunately, was to hook up, because I wasn't looking for a relationship. And you know, that took a lot of time and energy from me throughout my day, throughout my year, man. It took out so much time and energy that I could have been putting into something else. That is such a degenerate lifestyle. I know many people that are like that. I'm not saying that I'm like one of them, but I completely fell for the degenerate lifestyle. It did help me learn a lot more about female nature, right? So that was like the positive side of it. But at the end of the day, I took it too far. Obviously skyrocketed my Instagram usage, and it also boosted my ego in a very cocky way, to a point where I'm a complete douchebag. And I'm trying to be like a happy social guy. I'm not trying to be no douchebag. Y'all need to know this, because once y'all fall for it, you're gonna be in it, but then something's gonna take you out of it, and then you're just gonna regret it and like just think about how much of a waste of time it was. Girls were in my head too much, and it took away so much of my focus. I remember all these times where I tried to get some work done, editing, scripting, homework, and then these girls would pop into my head because I gotta text them and all that. Now, I was never needy. Luckily, I was never needy in any of that, but that took up so much of my mental clarity and my focus. Sabotaged completely. There's just so many bad side effects of this shit, you know. But I would say cold approaching definitely helped me with my approach anxiety. Now I feel like when I see an attractive woman, I approach her. It's not easy, but it's like a habit now. It's like, okay, I've done this so many times. It's time for me to do it. I feel nervous right now, but I've done it 100 times. I now have the confidence, which turned into competence. And now it's kind of like, it's not easy, but it's just so much better. It's like a skill, you know? So I would definitely push out cold approach, still going cold approach, you know? But I'm at the point where I will only cold approach if I want to genuinely date this person and maybe get into a relationship. I don't know, but so cold approach, good. Having the intentions to hook up and get into that degenerate lifestyle, very bad. Yeah, that took away half of my year for sure. When I think about my year and the number one distraction, it was these girls, man, 100%. There's other reasons I explained, but the girls, man, it ain't worth it, bro. Get rid of that. Work on yourself. build your value, let them come to you later on. Let it be easy. You feel me?